These boards here will be my my side panels and my lower shelf floor, and I will be planing them down to 3/4 inch thickness. I actually had to cut those boards down because there was a little bit of a warp in them, so I cut them to about 3.5 inches wide and planed each one of them down to 3/4 inch thick. Then I'm going to, I made about 3 more than what I actually needed for the length of the floor bottom, because I'm going to join an edge and then cut it to make sure I got straight edges before I glue it up. Word of caution, and it's in the manual, and I should have heeded the warning. It said to avoid planing wood with knots, and especially when the knots are on the corner, because I had a blowout and I thought something broke in my planer, but it kicked the excess out. So luckily my next few cuts still showed a clean, smooth surface, so I didn't hurt my blades at all. But I'm going to try to avoid that in the future. One of my frames is in glue up and everything's good and square. Just a tiny wobble up there, and I'm really not able, I'd put one bar across diagonal, but with the way the half laps are, I really can't budge it much. And I've actually got 2 squares here, so when I make one square, I make one that's not square, so I'm shooting for a happy medium, and I think I found it. I don't plan on putting doors on this, so there may just be open storage with 2 shelves in here, maybe one for circular saw and things like that. But all we have to do now is wait for this to dry, and then I can get to working on the bottom shelf assembly. On this frame section, I'd already glued it up before I cut this rabbet in here for the lower shelf assembly. And now I'm in the process of bringing this board down with my chisel down to this level, so that I will have a place for my side rails to go in, side panels, and that way they'll be even with the bottom of the shelf. Okay, I have both frame pieces up on my assembly table, and my floor from that location to that location is 20 inches, and I did the same over there, and I just have 2 furniture clamps holding it together, and I was checking to make sure it was square, and it is square all the way down. So instead of gluing these up as panels and putting it as one big panel in there, I'm going to drill and countersink 1 screw in the middle of each board and apply glue to the inside of that rabbet, and then glue the board down. And I'm not going to do it on that end, I'm just going to hold it. And then I'm going to work from this dimension, or from this location, and then I'm going to work from this location by gluing the edges and the rabbets and putting another board in, and then clamping it this way with some light pressure, and then drill and screw. And I'm just going to put the screw in the middle, and we'll work across. Then this outer side rabbet here, I'll do the same with these type of boards, but I'll have to cut them just a little bit longer, since that rabbet extends further than this one. And with side panels on it, this thing should be pretty sturdy. The next thing after I get that done, I'm going to have to look at this and determine which one has the best appearance and mark that as the front, because whichever one I decide is the back side, then I'm going to take a router and just router around here another rabbet so that I can put some vertical boards down the back side. And oh goodness, maybe I ought to put them horizontal since I'm putting horizontal on the sides. But either way, that's going to enclose the storage cabinet underneath a tabletop, which I have yet to determine what I'm going to use. I may use some more pallet wood and journey on. It's a nice free project. We'll see you guys later.